welcome to QuestJunkiesUK. It's a pleasure to be here with you today, and we are brought to you by the kind support of CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Trollord Games, and Nathrax 3D Minis. Look out for your chance to win in our fabulous giveaways. Check the session for today's giveaway. And, of course, you can get yourselves a lovely discount over on their homepages using the coupon codes that will pop up in chat. Do not miss this amazing stuff. CZRPG with their beautiful encounter design, maps, a fantastic Patreon for you to join. Phoenix Dice, their incredible, sustainably produced, recycled packaging and everything. The wonderful Click-Clap Math Rocks, do check them out. Trollord Games with their incredible Castles and Crusades original system and lots of D&D content as well. And the beautiful 3D printed and beautifully painted, if you wish, minis of Nathrax 3D Minis. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Please check them out and let them know that the Odyssey sent you. Now, let us also say a huge thank you to the wonderful people over at Sirenscape. Amazing music and sound effects for your games, and just makes the whole experience a completely different level. Check them out, stuff for D&D, Pathfinder, Call of Cthulhu, other game systems, board games, science fiction, fantasy, everything you need. Link in chat for your chance to get a free trial of this amazing product. Now, let's get into the session. To adventure! Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the Feywild, to the domain of delight known as Prismere, as we return in the new year here for our first session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Absolute pleasure to have three of our wonderful players here. The other person is busy making human. And
yeah,
Human?
Human, yes. New human. Human. And we are very excited to return here to the Feywild and our attempts to drive out the vicious, nasty Hourglass Coven and all of the wickedness that they have wrought upon this realm. And we shall see as we are hurtling towards the conclusion of this campaign. This is the closest to finishing of all our campaigns at the moment, so it's very exciting. It's all
hurtling.
That's ominous.
If you look at Motherhorn there on the map, I mean, it's quite literally all uphill from here. Now,
like legit.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
So,
Gonna have so many. Our cars are gonna look so good.
okay, as we jump back into things here, Phantom, if you want Velen Harple, you can join us on Sunday. Right player, wrong campaign. Now, you're thinking of Daisha. No Daisha today, unfortunately. Okay, but we are going to jump back into things here. A abbreviated recap, if you will, because... Well, sorry, first things first. I'm trying to get things. Sorry, it's my second stream of the year. I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things here. Big shout outs to all of those lovely people in the pre-rail, especially CZRPG, who has given us their fantastic map mega bundle. Over 100 different maps, bunch of different versions, 1,000 different versions in all. Absolutely wonderful tool for your games. Exclamation mark enter in chat if you would like the chance to win. There you are. Thank you, Phantom. And we
Enter for us.
and we are going to be drawing the winner at the end. If you have to lurk, like our good friend Baron Dragonborn there, that is a-okay. As long as you're logged in, you're all good. Yeah, good luck, Seb. Bon chance, as they like to say. Now, we are also very thankful to the talented, erudite, and distinctly thinner. He did like a before-after of like New Year last year and New Year this year. The fabulous Evan Blair art, absolutely missioning it. I think it was like, I can't remember. He tweeted about it. It was like 26 kilos down or something over the year. Whoa. Amazing.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah, awesome stuff. And also beautiful art, like these beautiful character pieces. Yeah, as well as the beautiful frames that go with them. Thanks to our lovely Scarlet Song here, who I shall shout out properly. Actually, no, I'll do it right now because we don't do the player proper shout outs until the end.
Boop, boop.
Ow.
So now,
hit
while
my
we're
mic.
talking art, there's a talented artist right down there. Go and check out all the stuff. Right there.
Ah.
Okay, now, my friends, also, if you enjoy music and sound effects and custom-made sound sets for official campaigns, not only D&D, but other systems and board games, and sci-fi and all sorts of things as well, then you should check out Sirenscape. And if you would like to support the channel whilst you're doing it, go through our affiliates link here, which they have been very kind to hook us up with, and you can get awesome things in your game and support us at the same time, which is a very lovely thing to do. Now, let us jump into things. Last time we were here in the Feywild, our bold adventurers had travelled through the portal created by the Astronomer's Throne to the... I forget what was it called, the Starlight Sanctuary? The Moonlight Sanctuary?
Luna Sanctuary?
Luna Sanctuary? Yeah, I think it's that.
Something like that,
Excuse
yeah.
me. The fabulous work of Frictionless Dan, an awesome content creator, who also featured the work of a very talented DM, Charlie.
Hi.
Fantastic stuff. Check out all their stuff over there in the new year too. There is a DM's Guild New Year, New Game, or New Year, New Campaign sale going on. Everything's at 25% off. Lots of things are at 25% off, including some of the fabulous Dan Carn stuff. So check out their catalogue there. There's a DM's Guild link in that chat box thing there. Now, we were in the sanctuary and talking with the Lunar Dragon, who was tucked away there, and they were trying to figure out just what was going on as this strange beholderkin Gauth entity was protecting this, and the Lunar Dragon seemed to be being tapped for its energy and for its ability to control the weather and create the stormy atmosphere that is here in the mountains of Yon, which the lightning of which is used to power the evil bitter end Endelin various instruments and evil things. Now, they battled against the Goth and the evil crystals that were very self-defensive as well, that Endelin had popped in to the sanctuary, and were able to defeat them eventually. Good job, everyone. It was a tough encounter. I did like the dynamics of it. Great design from Dan, as always. Just to
Yeah,
have
no,
all
I
the-
love that.
all the things in play at the time. I strive. I think I'm a good improviser, a good narrative storyteller, but I strive to be a better
Excellent.
encounter designer. That is what I'm trying to do in the new year. I want to create more interesting, more inventive encounters. Different things in motion. And that
You
kind
want to
of
know
work.
what his process is?
Please.
He goes for a 5-mile run.
He
He
does.
said his best ideas
Oh.
come when he's on a 5-mile run.
I'm sure there are other options, which I shall.
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
Like
"Ah!"
onsen,
keep the
trip.
ideas. Keep the ideas.
So yes, okay, nice. So
Mm.
as
Sorry to derail you.
no, it's
No, you're good.
Okay, welcome in everybody. Good to have you. And
Mwah.
McClover, thank you for those bits just before as well. Thank you so much, and
Arigato.
Phantom for the gifted sub there. I need to do a wee roll of a dice.
It's a wheel.
A wee spin for the new year. And Willie getting some inspiration from Phantom there as well. Thank you. so much.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Thanks, buddy. I knew if I kept my trap shut, somebody would hook me up.
Here we go. Let me do a
I mean-
D3 here to get one of you lot. Hey, Nat one.
It's
I got that one just before as well. Corey, enjoy a spin of the wheel. It was a gifted sub to Baron, so you deserve it, whatever it is.
Lordy.
Not Disney
Is
Princess.
this-
Not Disney Princess.
I know. I'm gonna do my best if it is. I don't know if I can talk
Oh,
Billy.
God. Oh.
Whoops, all strength. Strong, Corey.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh.
Emotional weight has
I mean,
empowered me.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Far out.
So
It's life, though.
speaking of the last session, as they exited from the sanctuary, having secured the support of the Lunar Dragon. By the way, Phantom, thank you for that, Phantom. And I will sort Willie's crystal in just a moment, so do not worry. Oh, I had a disadvantage as well. From somebody.
Oh, I could have totally forgot that. Like, it's fine.
I mean, we can't forget it. you should always listen to your players. Now, no, I did it on the other overlay. I need to put it on this one. There we go. And one last crystal. Now everyone is full of crystals now. Chill, everyone, chill. The only other way to get crystals is via the wheel.
What guns? These are all. This is all chicken wing, dude. If I flap them fast enough, maybe I'll take off.
Okay, someone come running at you with barbecue sauce. Now! Okay, so, as we exited the Lunar Sanctuary, I just wanted to check one thing, because this would have been discussed with the dragon.
Wait.
What was the sign when you wanted them to, what was the agree? Because they would have stayed in the sanctuary, so it's not to, because if they come into Yon, Endelyn Moongrave will realize that something is wrong.
I feel like the sign should be something to do with light, just because it's not as... There's stage lighting probably there in the stage, right?
Yep.
We could use that and Batman signal. I was only there for the negotiation of the present. I missed a lot of stuff.
Blink and you'll miss it here on QuestJunkiesUK. Lots of stuff going on. Okay. I mean, Gleam.
It's just a suggestion. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Gleam could have confirmed that there are stage lights, because from her time in Motherhorn.
I think it's a good idea.
Wait, I wasn't there for that bit too, but did Gleam have access to freaking Moonbeam?
No, she has like a. I mean, you saw it, didn't you? It was you and Woody saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's fine.
Moonbeam.
It was like a radiant ability, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and remember, you have been told that an approximation or a depiction of a lunar eclipse would weaken the bitter end, the hag, the bitter end, and then an actual eclipse will make her actually able to be killed, which is that's something that needed to be accomplished.
That's the dream.
That's one day you'll kill a hag, Colby. One day.
Someday.
So someday my hag will die. Now so that's why Glister and Gleam were separated, because they have the moon and the sun masks. Emin, your acrobatic friends from Witchlight days,
Witchlight
Carnival days,
yeah.
Charlie?
By the way...
Sorry, Charlie had his hand up.
Oh,
No,
sorry,
I didn't know. I was scratching my head.
Oh, I thought you were
adjusting his microphone, yeah.
No, I just,
Okay.
I was like, look,
that's what it was. Oh my god, the number of times I thought you're and then people have just brushed over you. I'm like, guys, come on, the hands up.
No, never ever fear that I will be talked over or won't be able to take my space. We're all
However,
good.
your
Thank
audio
you.
changed a little bit, hun.
you did shift your mic there, mate. What's up?
never fear that my
Perfect.
audio
There we
Here it
go.
is.
app.
Okay.
No, thank you, Scarlett. That's very kind of you for looking out for me. I
Wow.
appreciate it.
I heard that I know you said thank you, but from your tone, but it sounded like you said something very different.
Oh no!
Thank you, Scarlett.
I've been working on my
I'm
tone
Australian,
with
it's
my
fine.
daughter. Oh, so thank you.
PvP. Hey, let's nothing good to see you again.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
I was being genuine. Oh my
I know.
god! No wonder people
You're
look at me in his.
No, it's just how it sounded, because it got cut a little bit, so it sounded like F you. It was great.
I'm just gonna
I could
sit
tell
here
by the
with my
tone. You're fine.
my
Yes,
pissy American etiquette.
F you, Corey, looking out for me, trying to make sure I get heard.
No,
I also feel bad.
No,
'cause I'm
that's
such a
hilarious,
liberal
because that's what it
swearer.
sounded
You're
like.
fine.
That's all.
Oh, okay. No,
It was an inconvenient cutout of your
Yeah,
mic.
yeah.
It sounded
Oh,
a little bit like a
okay.
censor
The thank
yeah.
was very abbreviated.
Oh, all right.
Okay. So, as Sterling starts
Oh yes.
for you.
As we
So,
as we
yes,
left.
so stage lights is what
Stage
we have
lights?
agreed.
Do we
Yes,
want to do
okay.
stage lights?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea as any. They'll probably be pretty easily accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll tell you what. okay, knowledge that you would have had that you could use here. Fuck you, Skylar. No, yes.
Love you too. But I just remembered the Lunar Dragon did actually say that we could communicate with them via the amulet that we gave Willie.
That is true. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
That is true.
That is the other reason that we could be like, hey, it's like Tango Charlie Alpha, need a Lunar Dragon on premises.
Fly.
Code Moonbeam. Code Moonbeam.
Okay.
The eclipse is now.
That is useful. That is useful. I thought of a cuter way, if that's okay.
Cuter?
I do love
Yeah.
cuter.
the
Is Charlie gonna break into song again?
the goblin child that you saved from the evil kite, which Corey also missed.
I heard about it though.
Yes.
Oh,
And I missed because
yeah.
of stupid internet.
Their parents work in the theatre.
Oh.
Okay. Remember they said their parents work there, and they got banished
Yes.
for stealing props. The child was banished for stealing props. The parents work there still, so you could have the child at the astronomer's throne, and having been taught the sequence to open the portal, and then when they see the lights go up from Motherhorn, because you can see it from basically anywhere in Yon. Basically, it's like the Batman signal, like on the clouds.
Yeah,
above,
just
right?
like summon the dragon.
And then she could pop through the portal and grab the dragon.
Yeah.
And then she could have herself a little never-ending story moment. Not never-ending story. No, never-ending story.
Never-ending story.
Yeah,
If we're
Falcor.
talking about the Black Dragon.
Yeah, just Falcor.
Falcor,
Yeah, yeah.
Falcor, Bastion.
Yep.
Yeah. She can have that. She have that moment as she comes out on the dragon and causes the causes the moon to come out. But yeah, either way. Whatever you fancy. Hey everyone, I see you jumping in the giveaway there. Thank you. Please do.
Yes.
So
Anyway.
Emin, you were helping Daisha, who was very badly hurt in the bid to free the dragon, and so you were limping towards. You saw Corey and Willie go through the portal ahead of you, and then you kind of limped behind. You supported the limping Daisha behind them and attempted to follow after, and you stepped through as well. Saying a final nod goodbye to the dragon, and emerged onto. I should switch up our Sirenscape here.
It wet, it rainy, it fucking windy.
That it is. Okay. Is there a? I wonder if there's a. No, there isn't a. Astronomer's throne spot specifically. Let's go with the general ambiance.
Ambiance.
Okay, so you emerged out there, Emin, and again, immediately the rain lashed against your face, and Daisha kind of hisses at the clouds. It's like,
Like, fuck off.
just want
tired.
a nice sun-baked rock to lie on.
Yeah, right.
I've got helps digest.
Yeah, right. And you.
Oh, shit.
Emerge.
My bad.
Onto
Mm.
an empty mountainside, except for a stone throne. There is no sign of Corey or Willie.
Oh. I think Emin will take a minute to kind of sit Daisha, like prop her up, back against the throne.
I'm fine. It's nothing.
Okay.
It's only a flesh wound.
I just hang on. I gotta get a better view, and he'll fly up a little bit and try to get a better vantage point to see if there's anyone around where they could have gone so quickly.
Okay. You take to the skies and have a little bit of trouble with it, being buffeted by the wind and everything that's going on. And you look around. You look along the path you came along out to this, this isolated peak on the edge, with the ominous mists, billowing around the edges of this part of Yon. You think, just for a moment, you think you glimpse the towers of the Palace of Heart's Desire, like off in the mist, across and the opposite side, off and away from Yon. But
Right.
your eyes are drawn to the much more clearly viewable and ominous towers of Motherhorn instead, as the mists roil around and the palace disappears. Except behind Willy.
Right.
And
You gotta visualize.
I like how the tower
Visualize your
roof looks like a
goals.
nice little hat.
Oh my gosh! I didn't even think of it like that.
There we
That's
go.
perfect.
It's just out of frame on stream, I'm afraid. But you can see the bottom of it.
It's so good on Zoom.
We can see it.
Sorry, everybody.
We believe in you.
I work on these things. You better believe.
Now, as you look around, you look along the path that you came along, and back towards the center of Yon, but they're nowhere to be seen. And with the occasional crashes of lightning, there is the stark illumination of the peaks does make it visible, but they are nowhere to be seen. And you hear, even above the wind, because I don't think you've gone too far. You just kind of went straight up.
Yeah.
You hear a clapping sound.
Like a rhythmic clapping or a applause
like
clapping?
almost like a dancing kind of thing.
Oh.
And you turn
Mm-hmm.
and hang on, let me see if I can find someone I'm looking for, or a handout I'm looking for. Where are you? Oh, I know. Just look at the ones with dots next to them, because it's definitely something I've shared with you before.
Oh.
You turn. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Daisha on that rock that you left her on,
Mm-hmm.
clapping her hands as a detached shadow, not unlike the ones that accosted you and Willy, prances and dances around her in a rhythm and style that is very similar to the Corrid dance that she was taught by the Queen of the Corrids. And she looks up at you, and she notices that you're looking down, and she's like, Emin, look, it's Gleam's shadow. I found Gleam's shadow. And you remember Gleam had been punished by having her shadow snipped off by
Yeah.
Endel.
And while he is, making sounds of confusion, Emin's lowering himself, to get a closer look.
Mm-hmm. And you can see
and
it's definitely. It's Gleam. It has the same moon mask, but you know that for a fact because you've seen this shadow before several times. Because this is the Bitter End's carnival thief. Do you remember?
Oh,
We had Bavlorna's
Yes.
little frog thing.
Oh damn!
We had
the little girl with the
Skabatha's ghoul with the lollipop,
Mhm.
yes, and the Bitter End, Endelin, used Gleam's shadow.
Gleam's shadow.
Yes, as we can see
Oh
here.
damn! Plot. Oh, that's why the moon. This makes sense now.
And
So,
as you kind of see that, what do you do?
I think for a second, Emin he's immediately a little fearful. He definitely has kind of a traumatic response to seeing the Hag's carnival thieves. And it kind of flashes over him, and he steels himself, and he calls out to it. He lands on the ground and he calls out to it. Gleam?
You go flying down towards it.
Yeah.
As you do that, the impassive face of the shadow looks up at you, smiles, and as you've seen it do to several children before, just goes through Daisha. And she goes and then it speeds off down the mountainside like a shadow across the rocks.
It just passes through Daisha.
It goes through Daisha.
Okay.
And goes back towards Motherhorn. And whilst there's no physical damage,
it's taken something.
It has taken something from Daisha.
He'll zip over to Daisha and ask, Dai, how are you feeling right now? What are you missing anything?
You silly Billy, you swooped down and scared it off. We'll never get it back to Gleam now.
That's not really the point right now. We'll figure that out later, but I've seen her do that before. She took something from you.
And Daisha stops and actually concentrates for a moment. I think not wishing to put too many words into Steph's mouth while she's away, but I think Daisha's thoughts are quite scatty, all over the place. Just from the way she plays her. And she stops and concentrates for a moment. And Charlie, as you know, with Willie, you can sense when you're in the same area as something that's been taken from you. Yeah. And you've been sensing yours this whole time you're here, but you haven't been able to act on it because of the specific thing it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she stops, Daisha stops, and she thinks, and she's like, Emin. She took my magic.
Oh, come on. She just got it.
Emin, he's gonna he's small enough that, if you've ever seen, a toddler kind of, throw themselves back, onto their butts. They kind of just sit down from a standing position.
Yeah.
He does that, and just kind of he has this dour expression on his face, and he just kind of flops onto the ground and says, Dai, I don't think they've ever taken something that important. She must have known. I mean, the hags probably have eyes all over this place, so it's always something like the stuff we've seen, you can't dance anymore, or you can't laugh, or you can't tell a lie. Well, we got to get it back. But we got to find everybody else. And I, if I recall, did the dragon mention anything about the lunar sanctuary being kind of timey-wimey? If you catch my drift?
It's a pocket dimension.
Right. I don't know that Emin would know enough about that to assume something like that, but can and in the rain I wouldn't be able to track footprints or anything like that.
The shadow wouldn't leave any.
Right. Oh, I meant for
excuse
Corey
me.
and Willie.
Yeah.
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 Um.
Yeah, the weather's not
Hmm.
not particularly good for that. So yeah, you think there are probably two options here.
Mhm.
You either wait here until they, materialize again,
Right.
or go back to the Briganock mine, which is where everyone was going to muster again.
Well, Guy, I think, safety in numbers and all that, I think we should probably make our way back to the Corrids and the Briganocks. That's
And-
where everyone's going to kind of rally anyway, so...
Daisha, for like pretty much the first time since you met her at the carnival, looks like downtrodden. She looks almost it's Daisha, so not completely, but she looks almost depressed, very kind of sullen. And she's like kind of almost muttering to herself as you start walking off down the mountain side. I'd finally found it. I was going to be able to go back to my family. Prove myself.
Emmett's going to turn around and he's going to not quite get in her face, but, get closer to her and say, Di, we got Willie's stuff back. We'll get your stuff back too. I don't, we...
Yeah, we will. Come on, let's meet the others. They kind of gone far. Willie's hardly the athletic type.
Man, the sibling barbs in this
Yeah,
group,
you're
like
right.
the energy.
Yeah, right. It's like, I deal with 4 kids in the rest of my life. And
Emmett will just say, yeah, you're right, and zip back around to lead.
yeah, and our view kind of like goes up as we see the two of you together making your way along the mountain path that leads down and right towards the Briganock mine. And we stay with that view as the two of you kind of disappear out of kind of screen right, and it swoops across the mountains past a couple of lightning rods. These ones still up and intact. The Corrids were dealing with some further to the downward end of Yon. And our view zooms towards Motherhorn and swoops in through one of the windows as our view catches up with Gleam's shadow as it races across the rock surface, up the pillar of rock, and in through one of the windows into a truly spectacular room, which
Ooh.
as players you can see, but as characters you have not seen yet.
Right.
Yay,
So if you excuse me
fridges.
doing a wee cutscene here
Whoa.
into this room.
Oh, that's dope.
There is a huge orrery. With- Roll 20.
Yeah, no, I think I have to go into the chat. I think I accidentally closed it before you opened it because I was closing. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's at the top of the handouts.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it is
that.
whirring, and all the different arms of it and clockwork parts of it are moving at different speeds, and there's just like as lightning crackles from the central rod leading up through the ceiling and up towards the top of the castle. And there is there's a couple of goblins on the floor off to the side, moving around, swooping up and wearing tinted goggles to protect from the bright flashes of octarine light that just crackle around the space. And up high on a balcony, its balustrades looking like hourglasses ringing all the way around the circumference of this room, we see a large spider-like hunched figure, a huge black dress, a hat perched atop a skeletal face, and almost like a widower's veil drooped down over
Nice.
as bony arms extend towards Gleam, and she comes swooping through and produces the moonstone, the luck stone that Daisha had been using. And she says, very good, Gleam. Very good. I saw her arrive in my realm. She thought that her magic could help her and threaten me. Now. And her gaze goes down to the orrery, and coming off the orrery are wisps of black smoke, and as they come up off the various orbs and moons and stars of the device, they form characters in the air, which you see her scribbling down in a black-bound book. Now, if only I could see a little further. I need the completing piece. And she snarls almost as one of the arms comes swinging by with very noticeably nothing on top of it. There's something missing from one of the arms. I need it. I need it. And it is here. It is here, but not for you to take, my little Gleam. I think we shall bide our time. I'm sure it will come to us. And these little puppets can be manipulated.
Sorry, John, didn't hear that last bit.
She was saying about puppets being manipulated.
Meh! Meh! I say meh! But also, dope as crap. Oh, I love this thing. So cool.
So. Willie. Correct.
Yeah.
You go through everything that you went through last week. Last week? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
What can I say?
So-
It's stuck with me as if it
Willie
was
feels
last week.
Yeah, Willie feels like an emotionally wrung out, empty wineskin. Just
Yep.
I am fine. Thank you for asking, Great Voice in the Sky. I'm fine. I'm fine. Move on. Move on.
The avatar of Renard turns to you. So, where to would you like to return? Somewhere in Yon? Perhaps that quaint little cottage of yours, watchmaker.
As enticing as the offer is, I have made promises to my newfound family in the quest for my blood brother.
Oh,
We last saw them at the astronomer's chair, yet we are supposed to meet back at the Circle of Stones, where the Korrid Queen awaits us. That will be the place where we all rally. That will be the place I would like for you to take me.
Corey, for her part, is if Billy is a run wineskin, Corey's the empty, wilted flowers that have been left while you've gone on vacation for 3 weeks and you've come back and they are fucked. That's Corey right now. She's just kind of like letting Lily do the talking, but there's like closeness there. That is like whatever you say there right now, because hot damn.
There's a silent understanding between the two of them
Mm-hmm.
a rapport and bond that only shared pain and vulnerability facilitates.
Yeah.
Colby's like, what?
What did I
Gosh,
miss?
the holidays were so nice, and then we come back to Witchlight, and John's like, "Hey, remember this? Here's your paper
Yes, I
cut and
do.
some lemon juice. Oh, a handful of salt. Haha, let's play D&D.
Right in the eyes, dear. Right
Yes.
in the eyes.
Have at you."
Okay. And thanks to the fickle flow of time here in the Feywild, Emin and Daisha, as you arrive, having travelled through the mountains and around the lake and the forests towards the Briganock mine and the open area, you notice the Corrids have removed the scary statues from that they were trying to intimidate the Briganocks with.
Right.
And you see they are still
Them.
mustered in front of the Briganock mine there in that open space that they were using. And
Tea party.
Tea party, indeed. And as you do, the Briganocks squeak and chirp and scatter this way and that back into the mine, and you see their protector, the member of Valor's Call, the rogue from Valor's Call, who draws a bow, and the various Corrids stand, and some of them are twirling their Corrid hair, like weapons, and
Ready,
because
go.
you see on the cliff face near the edge of the Briganock mine a rippling effect which starts to slowly, almost like a hot mud pack, like a face pack, starts to gloop and turn, and then starts to spiral, and then gets faster and faster, and Corey, Willie, emerge. And stumble.
I would
stumble a little, but just keep their feet.
I would like to also mention that Daisha and Emin have Snoodle.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it just like, is it a drop? Is it like,
You just as you no, he puts you out like just it's like a step down.
for her? Just like, oh, thank goodness.
And you kind of grab yourself. Now, Emin, actually, please, how do you look, you two?
I think Villy goes first, honestly, because
Sure.
Corey's. Yep. Okay, here we go. And this is why you need to watch the VOD instead of listening, people.
As presented.
There are just sometimes as a DM, you just get little telltales that you're doing it right.
Corey, for her part, as Villy steps forward, probably double checks if Corey is right behind. Takes a step. She looks on. There is no glove from about here down. I'm imagining it is like a cuff, and you can see the hands are green and the nails are still kind of long. They're not dripping acid or anything, but they're there. She looks like she's been thrown about a little bit, but there is just a droop to absolutely everything about her. Her hair is drooping, her posture is drooping, and Corey stands pretty proud and honestly she's not going to turn her spine into a crustacean anytime soon. And the thing that probably hits you the hardest, she's not wearing the mask anymore. The mask is gone, and without it you can see just the same faint different colorations of leaf to her skin, but it's kind of not quite an ashy gray at the moment, but there's a life that's been sort of sucked out of it, and she looks like she's been crying. There's no hiding that.
That's difficult to see, sorry, because
From that far?
Well, no, because it's also interesting, they're both caked in a very fine white dust, as if
Oh,
they
really?
just got in a big flour fight in a mill.
Oh, that's right.
And
That being said,
the streaks of tears are hidden by the streaks of the rain as the rain starts.
Sure.
Oh,
You
that's true.
see they
Okay,
both
fair.
come out. They both come out very stripy. Immediately.
stripey and like they've been through shit. And in a surprising display of like what you as they're approaching, like Corey is looking like she's relying on Billy to be guiding.
I think as Emin and Daisha like crest, with the footpath, and they see everyone down there, they get as they get a little closer, Emin will kind of start to wave and shout, like, hey, 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 hey. Hi, guys.
Big Joey vibes from Friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Willie will lock eyes with Emin, and his countenance just goes to that stoicism that one adopts when bearing bad news that is not their own, right? And just give him that look, that very serious, stony look, lips pressed tight and white, and he will just say very low in a husky voice, Emin, how are you? Und Daisha? And, he just very pointedly is just kind of standing there with Corey behind him at his shoulder. And if he looks, you can see that Willie has one hand down, kind of like not holding hands with Corey, but holding her wrist, kind of as she's just kind of...
Honestly, Corey's probably gripped the edge of your sleeve.
Okay. Yeah. Just like standing there, and just, it's clear that, they probably have just come out the other side of watching Godzilla trample something, so.
Yep.
That's such a nice pen you have for me. Thank you.
It was such a nice holiday too, and we just come back to this.
Emin.
Sorry, for me,
Good. We're back to good
for
IP.
Me, I'm in Japan, so New Year is the main holiday, so it wasn't the holidays
Yeah.
for me yet.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So true
Emin.
story. Oh,
Go ahead, Charlie.
No, it's just it's a meme, a joke. It's a dragon saying, sometimes I lay awake at night thinking about all the terrible things that I've done to people. And it shows the dragon in the dark, and he's got this huge Cheshire cat grin. So I picture John doing.
Sometimes.
It was a beautiful.
I'd like, honestly, at the sound of, oh yeah, beautiful. It was really good, but like, and Corey for her part, like hearing, like, Billy say Emin's name, and like kind of like the rain's hitting, it's washing things off. It's like a whole bunch of different sensory inputs. She's like, I realizes she's still holding Billy's sleeve, considers it, gives you like a little tug to let you know that it's okay. And let's go. Is everyone all right?
Hey, I mean, clearly not. I've only ever seen this kind of shattered persona one time, and it was after I watched a little girl fail 17 times to put the ring on the little rabbit guy.
Stupid alicorn.
And and Emin is still kind of looking at Willie, because I think, like, Emin knows that their relationship is such that Willie would be honest and like forthcoming with whatever he was feeling.
Willie
and
has no
as-
filter, thank you.
Well, and Emin, he for what it's worth, he is standing in front of Willie and Corey, all 2 feet of him, and looking up at Willie, and his eyes start to kind of drift to Corey's hand, and then up to her unmasked face.
Emin,
She's also missing the abacus. That's gone. And
And I
she's not
think-
fiddling or making motions to fiddle at all right now.
And seeing, I think Emin seeing Corey's, like, kind of, like, listless, like, droll stillness. Emin is he's gonna fly up so that he's eye level with Willie and ask him, what the hell's happened?
Nice plural.
stories were told and stories were learned. And the outcome of them were not entirely pleasant. When she
It's
is ready,
okay.
I am sure Corey will tell you.
Oh, it's okay, Willie. It's fine.
Willie looks at her and kind of like gives a. You want me to tell them?
Well, how does one say they're officially an orphan?
I
And then
see,
you look
just
down
like
and
that.
Emin is gonna
And-
look at Corey's feet.
and as there's no shadow, she's got nothing.
Jeez, guys, I was gonna make a joke about you going to church. What? Where's
The moment of discovery of her mother. Her mother
Mom!
was taken. Emin. It's a moment of learning of her mother, of having this relationship confirmed, these fears that she had. Her mother was taken away, and it was found that it was nothing more than a trap, a lie. Nothing more than we have been played by these hags. If at
Different
first it
ones
was
this
some.
time.
Yes. This has gone from a noble quest to save the ruler of a land into something quite personal. This has gone from a noble seeking of heroics, and I say we are on vendetta.
At that, like, Corey, like, tugs at your sleeve again. And to get your attention, and there's... I don't want a vendetta. I don't need a cycle. But I want people to not go through what I did, dear. Especially the way I did it. Emin, I'll tell you in full when she looks to the side, seeing all of the brigands. And the chorus like, okay, what's going on?
One of the chords just like noisily blows their nose on their hair.
And goes, I can tell you properly, perhaps when we don't have a full audience. But, for lack of a better word, when a human, I guess, was taken, the longest time I didn't know if my past was real or not. I didn't know if I had a family or not, if I was made, if I was created, if I was even real. Because the Fae does that to you. That's what the wilds do. And the person... And I was confused on purpose to save me a lot of pain, which honestly, perhaps it did, but it's so much worse for knowing how now. They're gone. I just got them back. But at least they're together. So hopefully that's something. Hopefully.
Willie.
And
I'm sorry, go, Corey. Go.
sorry. And thankfully the debts and issues are done with. And there's just this vicious, and you can see it now because you've never seen her her mouth before. The incisors are just a little sharper. She's got teeth like a freaking pixie. They're immaculate, but they are fangy. And and as she calms herself down, they sort of revert a little bit. It will be fine. Though I'm very spent.
And I can associate with that emotion, that feeling of that the reveal so much, because I've had students that I've only met with masks.
Yeah.
And sometimes they grab a sip of tea or something, you get a glimpse that without the mask, and just oh, they're a completely different person. It's crazy.
Right.
Yep.
Willie.
Yeah.
How does Willie feel? Have they had any thoughts on the warlock patron connection after seeing everything that happened to Corey's mother?
Willie has entered into this relationship with Sibylla from a position of gratitude, of this thing I want to learn about. I'm given these opportunities, these powers, this knowledge. It's been a boon, a gift. But gifts don't come at a price. He is learning as the days go on and the miles disappear under his feet. Is that being in servitude, having a patron, is a bondage, in fact. And as he learns more and more, this bondage weighs heavier and heavier and encroaches into servitude. Some might even say outright slavishness. It is a cost that was not expressed at the beginning of the agreement. It's a signing of the pact. It's beginning to sink that this was done in bad faith. That maybe his naivety was taken advantage of. And what once was nothing but unvarnished love for Sibylla, gratitude and joy, is slowly turning to mistrust and a tiny, tiny inkling of hate. Such is life. Familiarity breeds contempt. Thus it is with the warlock and the patron, at least in this case.
I mean, you also see that Gleam is there, the physical. Remember, you'd left her here.
Right. I think he sees her and he immediately has a flash of anger and he calms himself down because he realizes the anger is coming from Like, do you have any idea what your shadow's been used to do since you lost it? And he stops himself, knowing obviously the answer is no, she doesn't. And I think,
Can you
yeah,
roll a stealth check?
certainly. A 10.
Meets it, beats it. That's her passive.
Hey,
So she does not notice the look that flashes across your face before you take control of that.
good. I think he's gonna kind of hold his hands up to Willie and Corey and say, sorry guys, I'll be right back.
It's alright. Don't worry. Honestly, if you could where's Schnoodle and Daisha?
Oh,
What?
well, right after we got out of the portal, we had a little shadow encounter. Turns out that my friend Glean there, her shadow has been Endelin's personal courier.
And
if you will.
what does this mean?
Are you aware your shadow's been used in the commission of a crime?
It's like, do you need extra planner help?
I wonder if who was it? Who's oh, why am I blanking on the name? Who's the like pro like D&D player who does she's Esmeralda in Realmsmith's Curse of Strahd. What's it? God, why am I blanking on the name?
Somebody gets paid to play. I get paid to DM, but paid to play.
Yeah, you know, like
Oh, that's next level. Okay,
B. Dave Walters level, right?
Yeah.
Like you know, all those guys. Oh God, what's her name? Why am I blanking on the name?
I'm working on it.
You know who I mean, though.
I know who you mean.
She did hilarious.
Nora Ibrahim.
Nora Ibrahim, thank you. She did fantastic, like Celestial Hotline, Instagram videos.
Yeah.
So good.
It's like 3777 Celestial Agencies. How can I help you?
Yep. Moonglass, someone stolen your shadow? You just commit a crime? Open a credit card. Call Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, attorneys at law. And how? So, excuse me for a moment. I mean, what do you do?
Well, the shadow took Guy's magic.
What?
And she kind of kicks a pedal across the ground. She's like, yep, just back to punching.
Yeah.
Corey,
She did great with it.
Corey, let's go, Billy, and just sweep Stacia into a hug.
It's okay. I mean, yeah, Willie had stuff stolen, and we got 2 of those back already. Willie, is your 3rd one here as well?
I sense it, and you know, I can't keep a secret, so yeah, it's around here someplace.
Stacia, I know
remember,
how
you
much
can
it
now,
means
right?
to you.
No, because I can write, and I got my triptych.
That's right.
Yeah.
So for some reason in my notes, what I was
I
saying.
know.
before-
I'm feeling like I was like, okay, which ones do I have? I feel like I've got it because I remember that, but I'm like, hold on, I've only gotten 2, and then I got the triptych when I pricked my finger, and then I saw my family, and then the ability to write was like the very first one.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah,
I
I was so excited to get back in my journal.
I got confused because Baron's jumping on his plane.
Yeah. Itterashai.
Sorry, I got because like for some reason in my notes it was your sense of direction was the last one, which is why I said you know it's here, but you're not sure.
Oh,
where
okay.
I don't know
Then
why.
that's
but
fine.
No,
then
because it
Willie
definitely
looks
was.
around and points to the south and says,
But-
"We need to go up."
But when you said it, it was like it's always been the ability to keep secrets. So
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
can't.
happened there.
And the
seriously.
secret I can no longer keep is that I don't have a sense of direction. Ah, you got me.
Never had a sense of direction. that was just natural.
Willie once got
Come-
lost in his own museum.
Can't blame the hacks for that one. So yes,
just like this, Taisha, I know how much this means to you. I don't know the details, but you.
it's momentary setback.
Yes.
We'll find it. We'll get it.
Yep. And make sure that you have it. But you are more than just punching, dear.
I know. I was just being silly.
I feel like Stephanie is actually here. You.
What did you say,
Whoa.
Willie? Sirenscape disagrees. That's perfect.
While Torre is talking to Daisha, I think Emin is going to slip around everyone and head over to talk to Gleam.
Okay. Oh, hi, Emin. Success? Are we all ready? I want to get my sister out of there so bad.
Yeah. More or less. We found a dragon. We woke him up. We have a plan in that way. Hey, listen. Your shadow. Have you run into it here?
No.
Hmm.
It's like I told you.
Probably.
The bitter end took it and then banished me from the castle.
Yeah. You're probably not going to be happy to find out that she's been using it. Like a lot.
What? I heard... I heard that she uses the shadows she takes. I was worried what she would do.
Yeah. I just...
What happened? It hasn't caused any trouble, has it?
Oh, kinda, yeah.
No.
Listen. It's not... You are not your shadow. It's not your fault. We're here to fix this, right? You know, and I'm not mad at you.
I can't help either. I don't know how you get it back. I want it back. Although,
Well,
I don't know. Maybe once we get back to the carnival, this will be another another draw for the crowds.
yeah, maybe. I just figured I'd give you a little update that I'd seen it, and it kind of took my friend's magic. But we're gonna fix it. We're gonna get it back, and
if everything's ready, we need to move now. We cannot let this carry on.
Emin is gonna look back at Willie and Foray and their completely haggard state, and turn back around and say, Do we have somebody that's good with medicine, healing, something? We, therapy. Do we have a psychiatrist on retainer?
You feel a tug on your cloak, and one of the Briganox comes up with like a 3-inch long couch and just like pops it down.
Hey, it was only half a joke. Okay.
Thank you.
Um,
I think Corey like is just like leaning like this. She's hit the floor while she's being rained on at this point, and it's just like single eyebrow, like it's like has hugged Daisha. Daisha has been like, I'm good. Like Corey has leaned down to Schnoodle and has now taken the comfort Schnoodle, and is now just like stroking scales and just bit.
You did that thing, when when alligators and crocodiles like charge, they do that wiggly kind of move across the ground.
Yeah.
Right? Did that as soon as he saw you. Yeah.
Yep. Open arms. Let them crawl all the way up. Especially with my strength score, I can just holds the crocodile.
Oh yeah.
Just like holds it like those really buff, those very buff like bodybuilder types with their giant dogs. Like, yeah, my baby.
One of the Granite clan is like writing on a stylus is like, must add alligator wrestling to the games.
Good idea.
With their consent, dear. With their consent.
Good idea.
So, speaking of Corrids, Queen Argantel comes across. So, is all prepared? Are we ready? The Briganox have agreed to allow the use of their tunnel. We need to take back our hair, release their architect, designer, and deal with this. We've been able to destroy 2 of the lightning towers.
Good. Yeah, very good. Listen, all due respect, Her Majesty, we might need a minute. It seems some of our compatriots may have gone through a little bit of intense emotional trauma. Maybe mental too. I don't know.
Moniver comes over. The Valor's Call rogue.
Yes.
And says,
Hey, Moniver, what's up?
Yeah, where are they? Let's grab their picture.
That's the one with the balancing knife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's him. There he is.
And
What?
remember, this is when I was trying to remember the pronouns, because remember, this is the one that they just keep referring to them as Moniver and Moniver and Moniver again. It's like, use a pronoun, use a pronoun.
They, them.
Yeah, indeed. So they come over and they say, Obud has offered a place to rest before we head into the tunnel.
Might be wise.
Oh,
We should make some preps.
that's the King Briganoff, right?
Well,
It's the Elder.
Yeah, the Elder. Yeah.
The Elder, yeah. Go, good, cool. Thank you. And he's looking for the horse. To like. Thanks, bud. Appreciate
It's
it.
easier to find the horse than it is to find Obud.
Yes.
Sus.
And
Sus.
Emin is gonna look at everyone and kind of gesture in the direction he thinks the resting spot
Whereas-
is.
What is it? I've got like a vague image here, but like that Corey is currently holding the schnoodle like a baby, and just like bring it, just like honestly, like the comfort of the texture of the scales, like running fingers, sensory,
Yeah.
like the bumps helping to like ground herself.
Yeah, it's not dissimilar to running your fingers over the abacus beads.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's,
hey,
like,
yeah.
it leaves that comfort without all of the fuckery with it.
Sorry, excuse me. Abacus beads.
Thank you for the quotation marks. That was fucked. I loved that. It's like Emin, if you'd like the full story, let's find a rest spot first. Because I need to close my eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I'd carry you if I could, but
It's all right.
and
I
he'll
can probably
gesture
carry
his
everyone.
stature and just.
I mean, I appreciate the thought. Yeah, genuinely. But I've already, and she turns over to Villy, where Villy is doing whatever Villy is doing, and just like gives a
Willie's
soft
sitting
nod.
on the ground, like going, 27 more minutes, and I am fine, because I'm a Vorlock.
Well,
Oh
if
my
anybody
God.
wants to be fucking healed, we're going to need to take a nap, all right? And she's just like, and then just goes kafloop. Just like wherever we're given, she goes look for floop, and it's like she's just gestures over. I'm imagining Schnoodle's like clip on her top, like the top of her, the way that alligators and crocodiles like kind of lean all over each other.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And it goes. What? Sorry, yes.
No,
Wherever.
After you.
Oh no, and just goes, just makes a gesturing motion to Emin and or Daisha, just like I can only say. And she sits up, goes, I can't do this lying down. This way.
Well, before you
Yes.
just gestured inside by the Briganux and Molliver, and you're led into a cavern in the mine, which is just carpeted with soft moss.
Ooh.
And a couple of glowing crystals set in the rocky ceiling, and the soft light and the kind of soft green of the moss makes it quite a relaxing atmosphere. And you kind of put out your
This is really nice.
bedrolls, if you wish, or just straight on the moss, either way. And
Corey, it's full moss.
and that's where Corey falls down.
Feels the moss under her fingertips.
Willie will just curl up and be asleep really, really quickly, and still hasn't even, because he's usually so fastidious and punctilious about his clothing and how he looks, that, he's still streaked in gray and mud and dust, and, he's just, so you can tell Willie's, down for the count.
Yeah. And the elder Obud and Keg trot by the cave entrance, and you hear his little voice. He's like, "Hey, yes, rest well,
Thank
and
you.
onto the hacks." Ooh.
Before I fall asleep, if you could do me, if you have painting supplies, as a potential precaution, if you could paint a sun and a moon on either of your hands so you can do this in front of a, that might be useful. I'm not awake enough to elaborate.
Which Corrid clan was it? Was the artistic one?
It was the marble.
No.
Marble.
Marble.
Marble, that's right, that makes sense. One of the marble Corrids, just like into a haversack on the side, like pallets of paints.
It's like, I'm so ready for this. Did you say it's like face painting?
They're like they're watercolors, so they just like they kind of oh wait, they like run out and like hold up a little cup into the rain. Okay.
Yep, love it, love it.
And Obwood says, "Come on, Keg, let us return." And Keg turns and just winks. Like, "Bonsoir, mon ami."
With Cora's stupidly high perception, even though she's fucked, she's just like, someone speak drow?
Undercommon.
Undercommon, thank you.
I think even though Willie's fallen asleep, with it being like so wet outside, Emin is gonna try to like, I don't know, help out, like take his boots off and like put them somewhere else, and like,
Nice.
you know,
Cora's chucked her cloak over him.
every little bit of comfort.
I could see that Emin's like pulling the boot off, and he's gonna hear something like, "I don't want to go to school today. No, mom. No, mama. No, 9.
What's a school?
Thank you for going with Mama and not Fatah.
So,
Yes, dear.
gosh, where do I start?
I'll answer what I can before I pass out.
What happened to the Shadow? What happened to Adonius?
He's with Mama now. It just ether magic shit. One moment we're
Alright.
together, and the next I'm torn apart. Sorry, we're torn apart.
What happened when you guys stepped out of the portal?
Another portal, believe it or not.
he like, Emin kind of catches himself as he realizes how loud he laughed, and he
Like, looks
he
over
feels
to
just
Billy.
kind of like correct himself, just like, sorry, it's
No.
very here, as you know.
People use humor to deal with awkward situations. I tend to take things, some would debate too seriously, but she gestures at herself, given this. So, when I was small, before Idonius, I found Idonius. Idonius found me. I was what I thought was the child of two dentists, people who deal with teeth on the mortal plane.
Gotcha.
I thought. But there was always something strange about it. My image of my father was not Idonius at all. Some fellow with a mustache. Quite dapper, I think. But the face was always very blurry to me. And Mama, clear as day. Tall, long hair, silver streak running down her left ear.
Emin, it sounds like her healing spirit.
Two braids. But when Idonius found me, or I found Idonius, I don't really remember. I was small, perhaps 8, 9 years old, by human standpoint. I don't know how many years here.
Nah.
It wasn't a dental practice. The weather never changed. It was always autumn. Always. Everything was always dying. There was never spring. And feel free to interrupt at any point if there's stuff you want to add.
Right.
And I picked up stones as I was leaving. Those stones, beautiful. I thought Idonius left for me. I thought they were the trails of my exodus. I wasn't. I was taken with my mother. Have you heard of the Court of Crooked Teeth?
I know that Emin has heard it mentioned once or twice.
Midnight Teeth.
Midnight
Yeah.
Teeth, thank you, Midnight Teeth.
Is it something that maybe his parents would have like warned him about, or or would he have heard stories about it, fairy tales?
It's part of the Unseelie Court.
Okay.
In the Winter Realms, the Plane of Shadows, as it's also known. A place you were definitely warned away from because of the effect of the ebb and tides that ebb and flow there, and can shift dangerously unless you have a dashing, handsome, lizard-like guide.
In my head, what I'm picturing is like
Puss in Boots style.
You know how, like the stories that parents would tell their kids. You know, don't like a couple of like Spanish ones come to mind. Like, you know, don't walk backwards in the house; it invites the devil. Like, don't whistle in the house; it invites spirits. Things, you know, weird little things like that to get kids to behave.
Don't smash mirrors and go under ladders.
Right, yeah. So Emin will say, like, yeah, not often, but I do remember Maxie got yelled at real bad once. We were playing, he pushed the kid hit a rock with his face, as you do, and knocked a tooth out, and Mom told him that he needed to be careful, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the exact words were, Carolyn will come get you.
She said, I think it was Carolyn. Yeah, Carolyn will get you, is what she told Maxie.
Lock you away in the halls of Crooked Teeth.
Ugh, it was creepy.
As you're like saying that, like she's immediately like tensed and then like let go, and like there's just the faintest drip of acid from her fingers. Not anymore.
Oh.
So, I think because honestly, she wasn't around long enough to give me answers. Mama was a warlock.
Okay.
Willie grunts in his sleep.
9, Papa, 9. I don't want to work on the clocks. 9.
She made a deal with Kaelin. I don't know what. I don't know why. In her youth, apparently. And Papa took her away from that deal. Transfer of power or whatever. I have no idea. But whatever it was resulted in incarceration.
I mean, you know that warlock poaching is quite a popular sport amongst Archfey.
But they clearly liked each other enough to have me. So
Interesting.
But Idonius is an archfey. Oh, you right?
Yeah. Little shock. I'm good.
Okay. Alright. Idonius is archfey. No, the thing we know.
Dun dun. Hang on.
You got it. You got the dun duns.
Where's it?
Idonius is an archfey.
There we go.
And they could not associate. I didn't know he was my father until very fucking recently. Still a bit angry about that. And
Daisha's like, well, yeah, I saw Idonius delivering the sorry, Gray. Delivering the crystal.
yes. Apparently from said hag Gavin.
Describe your mother again.
Mama has 2 braids. Her hair is dark. She has a silver strip that runs from the back of her hair on her left side down into the braid. Very long. It's very stark silver.
She was in the memory too. She was in the... Do you remember I told you the lantern-lit courtyard outside the palace?
Yes.
She was there. Your father detoured from the group, left his courtiers and guides behind, and almost skipped off to the side. He rushed into someone's arms. I didn't get much of a look. Sorry, I didn't realize. Your healing spirits didn't have the color. They, for what it's worth, Corey, they were very much in love. You could see the way they flew into each other's arms, spun around. Your father apologized for her not being allowed to join them in the palace because of the, human thing.
Yeah.
But I guess it was a blessing. I mean, she wasn't there when the trap was sprung. Oh! Oh no!
Yeah.
It was Kathleen that was lurking on the edge of the square. It must have been. That's what they meant when they said they were going to get at Idonius one way or the other. Your mother was the other.
So that they go gestures in Daisha's direction, and but I don't know if you can hear this dog, but like it's timing horrible every single time. And when Schnoodle, calm down. It's just another brigand. It's all right.
Shut up. Shut up.
And well, it was a trap when we went and we got taken into the portal, and she turns over to where Willie is and she kind of gives him like just a soft like lay down on like the edge of the wrist, not touching, but like on the sleeve, on the blanket.
I think.
And
sorry, the going through the portal wasn't the trap. Reynard.
No.
Yeah, Reynard did want you to be there and hopefully do something and cause the mischief that you did.
Yes.
Your mother being held in the halls of crooked
Yes.
teeth was the trap. Yeah.
So when we went to what I thought rescue. It's a traumatic place for me, for lack of a better word. I mean, there's nothing quite like finding out that the lie that you thought was a lie was half true, on top of it being a lie. Because the dentist practice, the teeth I handled were all real. With a filter of rose and warmth that was cold and not there.
Emin has a weird kind of blurred kind of like TV static like vision, and Colby briefly bumps into Aarakocra's body and sees teeth scattered across the mossy ground of a stone circle in Barovia. Colby sees that.
Right.
And you
Oh man.
and you don't realize you're working for a hag, for lack of a better word. And so that's the deal with the mask. And the reason it's gone. I wouldn't have been able to do it without Lily. But she wanted to commit to taking souls more. More. My amicus filled with the gems I thought were from Idonia's. I treasured that thing. Were just teeth.
Clack.
And
Clack. Clack.
and
Sound echoes in your ears.
there's like she kind of flinches and runs her fingers over Schnoodle's back again.
Sure.
Calms herself down a little bit.
Sure.
She wanted 19 souls, not 20, which were on there. Because one for each bead. Teeth? Tooth.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was their daughter, I had inherited their debt. And like at this point, the teeth start to sharpen. Like you start seeing poisonous flowers begin to bloom in her hair, spiky, thorny vines, the whole shebang, and the teeth and like the claws that aren't resting on Schnoodle in the dirt start to drip with acid again. And I said no.
Well, good.
And I, with Willie's help, destroyed what I thought was comfort, but was just more bars of incarceration and teeth. And apparently it was enough. No one will need to run from that fucking hag. As far as I know. At the very least, perhaps weakened. But this is all tooth. She says, gesturing to like the cloud, the dust, grimy bit.
And I think it washed off from the time you spent outside.
Alright, cool. But it's like
was, yeah,
she
yeah.
shakes off whatever little bit.
Yeah, like
That
something
was all
tucked in
tooth.
in a fold of robe or something.
Just like that was tooth. The entire palace she had was gone. She's gone. And in the briefest moment, I had a family. And now that's gone. Schnoodle, please.
You mean you had parents?
I don't believe I had any brothers or sisters, dear.
No.
I think I was the only child, as far as I know.
What I mean is that you have family.
She looks over to Billy. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
God, I didn't cry for the whole thing, and I didn't cry 2 weeks ago either, and you freaking got me there, man.
You have family, Corey. Whatever shady dealings and curses and warlock hunting and traps and royalty, whatever all that was, it's not your fault.
She flinches at that. She definitely blames herself.
2, it's done. And 3, if any of it comes back, we'll take care of it.
Say it so blasé.
I know I wouldn't have to think twice about it. I can't speak for Willie here.
That door's already been opened, walked through, and shut, my friend. You are late to the party.
It's as like you say that, it's like Corey's hand goes from like holding on the edge of Willie's sleeve to kind of going like the non-acid one. It
Right.
goes over like gives the gives the hand a quick squeeze. No. I know.
I just mean I can't speak for anybody else other than myself, but you have people in your corner.
I was just very used to being alone, yeah.
As somebody who ran away from home, I get that. Maybe not quite to this extent, but the idea of being alone, you know, it gets in your skin, you know?
That's very true. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
No, you don't want everyone to know that you're secretly a huge softie.
Oh,
Just keep
sorry.
it from Maxie, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Listen, everybody at the carnival, you know. But yeah, just don't tell my little brother. He would
I'll be honest with you.
never let me live it down.
I've never been to a carnival. Are they fun?
Yeah. Sorry, I of all the things that could have been said, I wasn't expecting that one. But I mean, yeah. You know, I get to dress up all day and help
You mean
kids.
you're not dressed up now?
Well, I always
The Emin. Your knightliness. My goodness.
please.
You know you have that on your brother. He may be big and tall now,
Wow.
but you
You
have a
know.
knighthood.
I do have a title. Yeah, you know.
That's not just arsehole,
And
according to him,
he
at least.
kind of like Emin kind of like straightens his shirt and like sits up a little straighter. But you know, the carefree fun that comes with working at the carnival, I don't know. It, y- I get a chance to help little kids on the sly beat those rigged carnival games, and uh, you know, I get to help scared people find their groups when they get lost. It is a big place, and
Ooh.
the traveling around the material plane, it's nothing to shake a stick at. I get to meet new people all the time, and I get to hang out with all the other carnies. It's every day's a mixed bag, you know.
That sounds fun.
It's got its
Caveats?
yeah, you could say that. But I'm hoping that once we get rid of all these tags, it won't be so bad anymore.
Mm.
I'll get to deal with the people who sneak in, not them.
That sounds... She like stifles a yawn. That sounds honestly very nice.
Once all this is true, we'll all go.
I'd like
Honestly,
that.
Willie only got half the experience, so there's plenty we missed out on.
I'll at least be able to actually eat sugar. Always avoided it. Anything to do with teeth problems.
Oh, hey, now that you mention it, I guess I hadn't noticed.
I cover it up. I avoid a lot of things. Or I don't need to, hopefully, anymore.
Well,
There's always a voice in your head that says she's going to take them. Don't show your pearly whites. Pearls are precious, and they are wanted.
is that why you wore a mask? So people wouldn't see you smile?
So people wouldn't see my teeth, dear.
What a travesty.
What?
Are you kidding me? All day
What?
long, working at the carnival. It's, some of the best parts are seeing the kids scream their heads off on the roller coaster and,
Their heads come off?
No, it's a figure of speech.
Oh.
And, seeing them laugh when their friend thinks they can win the cake eating contest and they don't make it all the way through. And, when they do win that prize, or smiles are everything at a carnival. Almost literally. And not just a carnival.
It sounds nice.
We'll get there. All in good time.
Emin?
Yeah.
If things are to go wrong, regardless of what happens, take care of each other. Just in case. I'm not saying it's going to.
Nah.
But just in case. especially, and she looks over to Daisho, who may or may not be passed out, may or may not be like kicking or like fiddling. I worry about her so much.
We'll set her straight. It will be good. I don't have a doubt in my mind that, you know, everything's gonna work out.
The beaming positivity, is that like a new title or?
No, it's
It's the right thing to do here. The world's dark and grey enough.
yeah,
It needs some colour.
you know, being a kid in Prismere, that's just what you do. You're happy most of the time, and then working at the carnival, it's your job to be happy. So
Must be exhausting.
some days,
Speaking
but it
of
always
which,
pays off.
As she's like been lilting to the side.
Get some sleep.
Are you okay to keep watch?
Yeah, for a little while.
And like just as soon as her head hits the pillar, or pillar of moss. I'm only allowed one inspiration, dear. But thank you, I do appreciate Reveal Jacks. And Chris, pass the fuck out. I'd like to think that her hair starts to like, ooh, ground starts and starts dropping like little seeds for flowers
Ooh.
in her sleep.
Although it doesn't move anymore. It still manifests flowers and seeds. No, because that was Idonius was in the hair.
Oh yeah.
But it is less than when Idonius was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
As you all rest and spend the night here in the Briganock mine, the two of you are talking softly through everything that happened over in the Shadow Realm.
Shadow Realm. I can't not, sorry.
During which time Willie was sleeping.
Fuck's sake.
And I quote, me.
That means you were dreaming.
Yeah. Strudel, oh yeah. Danke, Mama.
The sound of the rain falling outside the mine's entrance, which this cave is quite close to, bleeds over into your dream, Willie. A dream of a huddled family of 3. Clustered together for warmth in a tent on the roadside as a storm thunders and lashes outside. A 3 or 4-year-old son, father, and a heavily pregnant mother. Your father is uttering reassurances, soothing words. Do not worry, dear. It will be quite fine, I'm sure. I'm sure that our destination is closer than we think. And This storm will pass. That is not the problem, is it? Whether or not the storm passes. It's happening, darling. Little Willie is coming. It's tonight. Oh, good. Relax. Stay calm. It'll be fine. I'm sure she's like just like the workings of a clock. Yes, everything ticking over in the right place. Everything on schedule.
Chimera's not.
Good evening, travelers. You seem quite lost. Might I be of assistance? Your father looks to the tent flap as it's pulled aside, and a lantern illuminates the exterior of the tent, casting a shadow across its surface of a soft-spoken elderly woman. It's nice to see you again. Imagine finding you out here. So far from anywhere. And in such a predicament. Do you need my help again? And your father turns. Frau Sibylla, it is good to see you again. Can you believe it? We had lost all hope and turned to you once before. And now, look, my wife, she is with a child, naturally. We thought it would never happen. We turned to you, and you gave us such a gift. He turns to your brother. But now we will have one of our own. But we are all the way out here. Please, might we have your assistance one more time? And the old lady stoops in out of the rain and lowers her hood. Of course. I am versed in such things. You look after that gift of mine. She ruffles the hair of your older brother. And I will see that little Willie arrives safe and sound.
Oh.
Time passes. And there is discomfort and stress. But it passes. Colby, don't worry, it passes. And with a small German accented Va! Va!
Oh my god.
The old woman straightens up, bundling a baby Willie Grimm. Well done, Sibylla says to your mother. I knew you had its, birth, a natural child, all of your own. your father comes over again, takes you from Zybilna, and sits next to your mother, mops her brow. Sorry, I checked and then I blanked. What was your brother's name again?
Jakob.
Jacob, thank you. Look, Jakob, look! You have a little brother! Brother's Grimm! Frau Zybilna, thank you so much. Again, we turned to you when we could not have a natural child, and you gave us Jakob and so much joy. And now we have little Willy, a boy of our own. And Zybilna, putting her hood up and grabbing her staff with the lantern hanging off it, stops as she pulls the flap of the tent aside. The storm will pass. You are nearly at your destination. And it was a pleasure to bring Willie into this world, as it was a pleasure to gift you Jakob, whilst you are unable to have a natural child. And she ducks out and into the rain.
Gift you your what? Jakob, okay.
Far out.
As the four of you slumber in the moss, there are more gifts from Zybilna. As this domain of delight is slowly coming back under her control, as you have released her past and present. And as the Archfey's magic slowly returns to Prismia, seeping through the swamp and forest and mountains, it flows into its potential saviors. Up through the roots of the stone, through the base of the mountain, the cave floor, the little tendrils of moss which grow and encase you like a cocoon as you sleep, receding once more before you wake. Fully rested, with all of your powers returned to you. At level 6.
Yes!
Yay!
Oh, we need
did
some
it, folks.
hit us with a stinger, you know, like we are the champions.
Okay, hang on, we have something.
Got him, boys.
I'm taking the long rest first, please. I'd like those spell slots back.
Kiddo day.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go.
No,
Oh,
to answer your question, Roval Jax, it's for the year that we have been playing this campaign, Willie has operated under the assumption that Jakob was taken through Fae shenanigans, but not his patron, and that not that his brother was intended. And that just completely changes everything. So it's like, what is he great. The whole like, why am I even here? Okay. So it's kind of
That is also because of Sibylna's spirit coming back into the realm and awakening those memories, which Willie witnessed that whole conversation, but as a
he was this big
30-minute-old baby, yes. But the memories are there if they can be reached by certain magics.
You know.
That feels like a hint.
You know.
I gotta figure out what.
I
all of me's like, what am I again? What do rangers get level 6? I'm fine. This is me in a heckin' lore drop session. My kingdom for the ranger table. Ah, lordy.
So in 40 years of role playing, 40 plus years now, because I'm old. Once before have I been hit with information in a campaign where it just puts me right into like a vapor lock. And that one was because, do you know who Tintin is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, Tintin from Hergé.
Hergé,
I was basically playing Tintin. And I was given a moral conundrum that took me 45 minutes, and finally the DM making the villain do something like really reprehensible that Tintin had to pull the gun, pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a similar vapor lock, you son of a bitch.
Excellent.
Got him.
I hate this. Is why I don't play. This is why I am a lifetime DM. I hate this BS. It's only fun when I do it.
Oh, my favorite foe improves.
I was trying to help. I was because Willie was blaming himself all this time.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I suppose it is his fault, really, because he was born.
It's his parents' fault. Thank you. As a person playing a character whose parents were also at fault.
Just a dude playing a dude who's playing another dude. So it just no, it's really cool because it like, you get it when you're a role player and you invest in your character and you make assumptions, and then it's like, oh crud, what does this do? How does because really a lot of that's like, how does Willie react? Does he wake up like going, like, I am Stormborn, or is it like, well, it was worth a shot, or fair cop, or like, okay, it's just a lot. And the worst part is you watch it happening to people on stream, and you're like, that was so awesome, and then you get hit with it, and you're like,
that was so awesome.
You mad twisted genius, you.
Holy crap!
Sneak attack
Sorry.
went out.
Yes.
I have uncanny dodge now.
I have a climbing speed and a swimming speed equal to my walking speed now, and it's gone up by 5. I am slightly faster for shedding the weight of my trauma.
Willie and Emin work up, and fucking Corey's like grudging it up on the wall, on the ceiling.
Well, when you said she had opened her mouth and she had pointed teeth, we've all seen Galaxy Quest, right? Rock. When they open their mouth, it's all just. That's what I was picturing.
Well, it's like, I imagine like the primal savagery tap in gets like is what aggravates. So like when she's getting now, when she gets extra like acidity, like rar, she bangies.
Lovely.
Wait, that's all I got at 6th level was hit points?
Really?
No, you would have gotten something. Warlocks get an improvement to their stuff, right?
I got.
Maybe I'm looking at it and I don't understand how this works. Then
expertise. So I got to.
You've got expertise. Oh no.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
So now
you have
I have
an otherworldly
expertise.
patron feature.
Oh, that's fun. I only had 1 expertise previously, which was my sleight of hand.
You get
And now I
Misty
gained
Escape.
2 more.
Did you?
Stealth and persuasion expertise.
You can
And
vanish.
my sneak attack increased.
Oh, nice. You can vanish in a puff of mist in response to harm. And
So between
teleport with your
that and
focus.
the spell,
Just like,
yeah.
Yeah.
well, if we all remember, he's been built to basically run away.
Now you
Well,
can
it's
bump
going to be
away.
the most effective running away. Does the
Nightcrawler
group need
from
moon
ship.
cookies later? Oh, damn.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Well,
be, I was gonna
Nightcrawler
say
is
that too,
German.
There you go.
True.
You're going to be Nightcrawler.
Oh shit!
When do you-
Hang on. It's more than that. You turn invisible and teleport,
Ooh.
Oh.
and then you remain
That's
invisible
fun.
until the start of your next turn.
Oh my.
That's useful. That's useful.
That's
Wow.
so awesome. Just bam, and then I hit the ground, and I'm like doing expeditious retreat.
Yeah.
It's like, that is cool. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
As for
Good, yeah.
Corey, like climb, swim, and the extra additional movement, and now my favored foes thing goes up to a D6, as opposed to the D4 extra attack for the extra thing.
Yeah, that feels good.
Let's roll that hit dice. Eh? Let's get those HP.
Oh, we're rolling hit dice.
Oh yeah.
So with the hit dice, does it automatically do the thing, or
Nope.
should I?
No,
Okay.
You have to go into your character editor, you know, the anvil, hammer and anvil at the top, and then on
Yep.
that first page it takes you to is there's manage HP.
Yep.
Top right. And then it'll tell you what your hit dice is. What's your hit dice?
It's a D10 because I'm a ranger.
Okay. So roll a d10.
It's a 10.
Nice. And add. There's a number on the left. It's rolled HP, right? The three boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So add 10 to that. Your con bonus is added automatically.
So manage HP.
How'd you go,
manage
Willie?
HP.
I just used the auto thing, and it bumped me up to 31 total, but I can roll my die 8 if you want.
Well, if it's set to automatic, then you won't be able to
Yeah.
change the rolled
Okay.
HP.
Yeah.
49.
How about you, Evan?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, bad luck.
No.
47.
Is that the lowest one you can get without having the reroll?
Yeah, right.
Right.
47. So not bad.
Please tell
Yeah.
Steph to sort her level up when she can.
Oh yes, because what is it? The stuff with the wild magic barbarian.
Let's check. Barbarian.
Barbarian
Do they-
stuff.
Yeah,
Level 6. Path feature, yeah.
bolstering
Ooh.
magic. Oh, ooh.
Yep, you can harness your wild magic to bolster yourself or a companion. As an
Ooh.
action, you can touch one creature, which can be yourself, and confer one of the following benefits of your choice to that creature. For 10 minutes, the creature can roll a d3 whenever making an attack roll or an ability check.
D3.
So bless. Or roll a d3,
D-
and the
D4?
creature regains one expended spell slot, the level of which equals the number rolled or lower.
Oh.
Is it a D3 because it's minusing yourself?
Sorry?
Because like it's a D4 for blessed.
Right, okay, well, this feature is d3, yeah.
It says D3, so that's weird.
Okay.
No, it's not the bless spell. I mean, the bless spell's better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's such a weird choice.
Right? It's like, that doesn't exist.
Who has a D3?
I mean, you just have
Who
to.
has a
it's like,
D3?
no, I have to do a tiny amount of maths.
You have to do roll a D6 and then halve it. Ugh.
Right.
The creature regains the splendid spell slot. Once a creature receives this benefit, that creature cannot again until after a long rest. You can take this action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest.
Shame no one multi-classed.
No.
This is Ribblejax, and I'm like,
But this campaign doesn't go very high, Robblejack, so they would miss out. on a lot.
Yeah.
It's better to focus on one thing to get those higher level stuff.
all of me is like, Corey would go rogue probably.
We'll probably go higher because I always like to go I usually go one level higher than the campaign suggests. That's not
Yes.
that's not a level up moment in the campaign. that was
No.
just that was for all the RP today and 2 weeks ago
Right.
Mwah.
because that was beautiful.
Bless you, Jimmy.
Yay!
But yeah, as the campaign as written, you can the highest you can go is 8.
Okay.
Damn. which means we might hit 9.
Maybe.
If we survive that
I don't
long.
know. I'm
Sorry
liking,
for
I'm liking
red
the look of
flagging,
these
by
10.
the way.
I'm gonna
Sorry for
RP
red
my
flagging,
heart
by
out.
the way, guys. That was very much a like.
Oh,
Gloria
yeah.
is now suddenly
I-
worried about her sudden family.
When you said that, I immediately searched for wood to knock on. I was like,
It's alright. I'm surrounded by it. I have so many plants.
It's fine.
I think you hope
There's a wooden pillar right here. You can't see it. This
You're
bolt of
melting the
lightning.
storm away.
This bolt of lightning is a wooden pillar.
What is it? So what you guys need to do to ensure that this doesn't happen is have backup potions or something. I don't know. Help. Don't let the healer drop.
Right.
Anyway.
So, as you just tidy up the last couple of things there, the next day. By the way, I like the music. Was really awesome and atmospheric, but that's just the Briganock Mine music. I just had
like
the
it.
Briganock Mine. It's like, oh,
It was nice. It was
yeah,
good
it's great.
stuff.
Love that.
It was nice and deep and
Moody.
dark. Yeah. So the next day dawns, and you make your way through the mine to Obud's cavern to see him. And
Does that mean we get accosted by the flame skulls again?
yes.
Ignore them. They're assholes. Can't handle losing.
And you make your way through and end up over at Obud's thing. He's like there on his little porch on back of Keg, yawning. I hope all slept well. All slept well. All slept well.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. I feel stronger somehow.
Lovely. Now, so you wants to use the passage. Well,
Yes.
fear not. We will be moving allies to your assistance. And he's like, is everyone ready? You see that your allies have filed in behind you. And standing like across the back of the platform, you know, with the chasm beyond them, with the corrupted, you know, the evil wish crystals glowing menacingly at the bottom. You see 12 little Briganocks hanging from the beards of 3 Corrids.
Oh, Lordy!
So there are 3 Corrids with 4 Briganocks hanging off their beards each. And they're standing there. Now, and you see Queen Argantel kind of steps out from them and comes and stands next to Obud. Are you all ready?
As
And-
ready as we'll ever
So,
be.
Queen Argantel says, you lot will make your way to the staircase and be ready to enter into the fortress if these adventurers call for you. And Obud says that. And you Briganocks go along for the ride.
Okay, but like with their quicken time stuff plus the Korra, like general badassery, that's a danger mix.
And Queen Argantel turns to you. She's like, we do not want to risk our communities more than we have to, so please only call on them if it is absolutely necessary.
Legit.
Parenthetically, Willie's thinking, to liberate you from the tyranny of a hair coven. Yeah, only what's necessary. Yeah.
And Obud turns. Keg! Turn! Over there! And Maxine kind of almost begrudgingly starts to kind of trot through the stalagmites of the cave.
Oh my goodness.
And through the back wall. Like, straight through the rock face.
Corey blinks once and then walks.
You hear Albin's voice. Come on then!
Just like blink. Come on,
Right.
Shoodle.
Walking alongside Obud and Keg, Willie will kind of whisper down to the Briganock and say, You have quite a bit of experience and wisdom. You've lived a long time, yeah?
You're saying to Obud?
Yes.
As you pass through and you see this section of the cliff face, the cave wall was just an illusion, and you find yourself in an excavated tunnel. Shows the marks of many small, tiny peaks.
Picking out a little toothpick at a time.
Yes, and Obud kind of like peers around the edge of his house. Yeah.
It just, if you thought that you were recovering something that had been stolen, only to find out it is not stolen but given as a gift, what would you do? Walk away?
Sounds like there's a lot of missing information.
That is a very wise path. Don't leap to conclusions. Yes, you're very wise. You should find out more what the whole story is. Maybe it came of its own volition. Indeed. Maybe it is not languishing as I had feared. Maybe things are quite good for it. You are quite wise. I thank you. Oh, look, everybody has gotten ahead of me. Auf Wiedersehen. Wish us luck.
Everyone gathers around you, it's okay. And Obud says, just follow the tunnel all the way through and you'll come to the secret entrance.
Is there anything we should keep in mind for the secret entrance?
Trademark. All rights reserved.
I mean-
Copyright.
On the opposite side of the secret entrance is
Trademark.
Enderlin's castle, so be careful.
Do you know where it opens up to?
No.
And it's led directly into the Briganock mine the entire time?
Yes. Come on,
And
kid.
there's nothing in the tunnel. It's like they're like walking away. Corey like leans over to Emin and goes, there are times when I worry. Just genuinely.
What is your marching order as you go down the tunnel?
Oh, there it is. There it
Yep.
is. I have no dark vision. Is it pitch
I
black
do.
or is it glowy?
No, the Briganocks their souls are outside their body, right, glowing, so they always have little lights with them.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. They got little buddies. The buddies
I
are
can-
them.
I
friends
have
with
my
themselves.
my like lunar moon goggles, so I can
Nice.
see.
Did you get those?
That was way back at like a market that was attached to Bavlorna's like
It was
The whole frog
it was
village
under the storm balloon. From those
Yeah.
guys. From
The first session I missed
The
where
Darklings.
people got stuff.
yeah, that's
I
right.
remember that.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just like Corey's like, all right, lead the way. Let me know. I'll keep an ear out specifically, and like she tucks the hair behind her. It's so weird for her because like if she keeps like going to adjust a mask that's not there because she's worn it for so long.
Ah,
Yeah.
That like when she pauses and then kind of just pulls out a couple of marigolds. All right. Fair.
Willie will bring up the rear.
Okay.
We'll bring up the rear.
If I could have the little 5-foot glow shroom on me,
The what, sorry?
the goblin's gold. The goblin's gold, like
Oh,
little
in the
5-foot,
hair. Yeah.
just in the hair. It's only like a 5-foot bit.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, the other thing that she would have wanted to do, I don't know if it's a last, but before we left the group, she would have gone up to the marble paint palette one, and requested a sun and moon on either of the back of her hands.
Sure.
Mm.
Good idea. Does everyone get that?
Does everyone want it? I just
Yeah,
think
I
that
mean, I
if we
can
can
do it with. I could probably do it with my whatever makeup
Oh.
is in my disguise kit.
That's fair, actually. I totally forgot you had that. But yes, no, I was just thinking that, you know, if we can immediately cause a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, just like, bam.
Yeah.
If that's enough to just throw her off, then having that on our person's probably wise.
Yeah.
It also leads to we can like be, hitting her with the little ones, and she's like, "Oh, okay, I'm fine," and then like hit her with the dragon real one. They're like,
Yeah, just like, oh yes, no, this is the only plan we have. There is no
Right.
stage life. Duh.
like Willie will be there with his trousers, down around his knees, turning around. It's a moon! Look, Endelin, it is a moon! Quickly! Emin, get in front of me. He's a sun, and my moon is in front of him.
Oh my god, the pun. Yeah.
So, let's have a quick look, make sure this has worked before I bring you over.
We're in so much danger.
That works. That's good. So what's the range on that, Emin?
On my dark vision.
Oh, I like the sunset. Nice.
Mhm.
Everyone, do get the awesome Sirenscape sunsets for the modules. They're so much fun.
60,
60?
yeah, 60 feet of dark vision.
Nice.
Okay.
So, as you're working, I will fill the silence with just random prattlings. True story. Sirenscape. I and one of my other DMs, we have been working on linking Sirenscape to our stream decks. So for
Ooh.
like spell effects, one button, just right there, so you don't have to pop to the different control panels.
Nice.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
Nice.
And Willie. Yeah, Willie, you can see a tiny bit because of Kore's hair.
The smallest amount.
Whilst everyone back home, you get to see the whole thing. Enjoy. Everyone's got.
Do we?
Everyone's got. No,
We're
at
still
home. At home, people on stream can see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say we're still on the main map.
Yep.
If that's
That's just getting sorted.
okay.
Here you are. Welcome to a new map. You are here.
You are here.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Cool.
I see darkness. Nothing but darkness.
We're in a
You
map
can see.
alone.
You can see
My old
immediately around you,
friend.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
immediately around me.
Yeah.
I would say that I have no, it just didn't load for a while. I would say that like she's got a light hold on like part of Emin wherever he is, and
Actually,
that like
Rubblejack, you say muck-ups there, but I don't know if they've been able to copyright that word, then other people wouldn't have been able to use it, which would have been quite nice. Sorry, Corey. So yes, what you were doing there,
wait,
Corey?
sorry, I just read copyright the word Nazi.
Yeah, TSR
They really
tried
did.
to, yeah.
They really did. Yeah, that's a true story.
But then nobody else could have
Alright.
used it, which would have been great.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. Anyway, so Corey grabs and extends out like you know, keep close rules, you know, like here's ropes, here's the stuff, like the things that keep us in a line. Are we tied together, or am I just holding on to the edge of your cloak? What did you
Willie's
want?
got his finger in your belt loop, and he's doing the Scooby-Doo doink, 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 doink walk behind you, you know.
Yeah, that's
Using that
fine.
little C-clamp
That can be like a
position.
little like rope or
Yep.
something.
Yep. So with them, and does Corey have like, is it like got a hand on you, or what's going on?
Yeah,
Okay.
that should work just fine.
Okay.
And I'm imagining Daisha would be somewhere rear-wise as well, because she'd want to protect it.
Yeah. Okay, so you move along. Willie, it's very easy just to keep a hand on the wall as well, because it's a very narrow tunnel.
Oh yeah.
And you stealthily make your way up the tunnel?
Yes. Yes, I'm rolling stealth.
Okay.
Are
Can I
we
just
all
conf-
rolling
Can I
stuff?
just confirm something, Emin? What can you see around the corner? Keep going.
Let's see. As of right now, let's see.
Oh Lord, don't run away too fast.
It's okay. It's
Really, keep
one
up.
way.
Nothing.
It's like when you go into
I
a
stopped
haunted
there,
house.
and there's nothing further.
Okay, that's interesting. Because I last night very diligently went through the entire map and added something new for Roll20.
Yes.
Oh.
I saw that come in today.
All of the doors are
Mm-hmm.
now accessible by you.
Oh.
Now this is a
Door
secret door,
mechanics.
and even I've switched it to player view, so I'm looking through your eyes, Emmett.
Okay.
But on my version of that, because I'm the GM, it still shows me there's a secret door there. But for you, it's just showing an end of the tunnel. Right?
Right.
Nice. So yeah, it's good. So it keeps it hidden. Because one thing that bugs me a little bit, if I do this, you can see that, right?
Not yet.
Oh, sorry, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there we
Yeah.
go.
Right? That bugs me because players should have to check a door to see if it's locked or not.
Yeah.
And it shows that it's locked, right?
Is it? It
If I-
shows that it's a
If I
door.
click it, now
Now
it's
it's locked.
locked. Yeah.
Right? So, did you actually have to touch it before it showed it was locked?
Yeah, I had to touch
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh, good. Because I was really annoyed that it didn't. Because I thought it was just showing players from the get-go, like from a distance, that it was locked or not, so without having to
No, it's just a
investigate.
door.
Okay, without having to investigate it, but they do have to investigate it still. That's good. That's good. Oh, well done, Walter. Well done.
It's
Okay.
like my complaints are rescinded.
Indeed. Okay, so
All right. I
Emmett.
rolled my stealth, John.
please, how'd you go?
21.
Nice. Ville,
Are we all rolling still?
baby Ville, va. I forgot that was wah wah, right?
It was,
Yes. Yeah.
Ah,
So are we
That
all
was
rolling
weird.
stealth? Just clarifying.
Yep. Group stealth check,
18,
please.
18
Not
for the
bad,
warlock.
Warlock.
Hey.
Vorlox, sorry.
Lordy.
It's not bad.
Warlock.
I think I get tripped up by how fast Emin goes ahead of me, and I roll with my +7 a 2, so it's a 9.
Ooh.
I won't add Daisha to the mix at the moment. 16, so not bad, not bad. Not
Okay.
many enemy MPs passive perceptions up that high.
Yeah, unless they're a main character.
And it'd be very,
Dun, dun,
very
dun.
rude of the module to put you right into the lair of the main character. This is
Can
this
you
is all
imagine
official.
that?
This is official stuff here. Okay, so
I love how you're like, sorry, very quickly. I love how you're like, it's okay, it's official, because Dan Khan would.
yeah, I would and Dan would, but wizards wouldn't.
There it is, there it is.
So yeah, welcome to the new world of doors, which you may
Cool.
open and close at your leisure if they are not.
I like it. Yeah, this is definitely locked.
But it is actually not a door either.
Oh.
I'm just using this to convey this here. So Emin, as you creep forward, your wings tucked safely up in their little beetle covering there.
Sorry.
No worries, anyway.
Oh no, that was Corey being like,
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
Ah,
Got it.
Emin,
It's
please.
too real, too good. So, Emin, the tunnel ends at a wall of loose-fitting stones, and red light shines through the cracks. you can hear sounds of shouting and hammering coming from somewhere beyond the wall, as you can hear.
Weird.
Are you going to peek through the cracks?
Yes, I will.
Okay, as you peer through, you see crates of props stacked in this chamber, alongside wooden backdrops draped in cobwebs. Theatre paraphernalia. An 8-foot diameter circular wooden disc painted to look like a smiling moon leans against one wall. From... actually, yeah, that big. Wait, that'll be in just a moment. So, allow me to... allow you. Boop.
And then I
Dun dun.
click. Ooh.
It's cute, right?
What is that? What
What
is
are you
that
shouting
thing?
about? I don't know, she's turned into a goat.
Yeah, what is that thing?
That.
I am stealthily moving
Well,
into the room.
what can I hear/see? If I can see.
That was a full-on
beyond-
conversation there. I don't know what was said. Yeah, that's what you reacted to. Okay, I was wondering. I was curious. You also need to open the door, right?
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, that's
gosh.
interesting. So, we have to each open the door?
Apparently, yeah.
Huh.
It doesn't just stay open. Oh.
You had to open it, right?
I had to click it to open it, yeah.
But Corey did too, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
where'd the door go?
Oh,
There is no door.
One person clicks it, and then the other person can click it again to close it. So we can close it behind us.
Yeah.
But it's controlled by the group players. So if anybody clicks it to open it, and then somebody clicks it again, it closes it.
Okay.
That's interesting. But also, like,
It's I have no door to click.
You've left. There you go. If you close the door, Willie is in the dark.
Oh.
Scheiße.
There you go, mate. There you
Stop
go.
that.
I think they were both clicking at the same time, so it was opening and closing.
Have you never seen a door before? Oh my goodness. What were you, born in a tent?
No.
yes.
I'm going to assume that wasn't happening in game, so you still have your stealth.
I think it's so much
Yes.
funny. But yes, no,
Now,
please.
as you stealthily emerge into this prop, storage cavern, a raspy voice emerges from a cluttered corner.
They can hear us.
Psst! I say, over here, old beans. Glancing in that direction, you can see a wooden marionette carved and painted to look like a human skeleton. It appears to be tangled in its own strings. I seem to have gotten myself into a wee fix, lovies.
What's your... The Corey, like, goes to go ask a question, and then looks at the others.
That's probably...
Sorry, is this the
then-
one over here, the creepy doll over here that
Yeah.
was previously called Pincushion and wanted to stab us to death?
No, come on, that's just the marionette.
Then one of us make an insight check that's not me.
Yes, I would like to see if they mean us
Sorry,
harm or if they just generally need
I love
help.
how like the noise and everything's muffled because it's behind the wall. So now you actually come out.
that's
There's
cool.
another sound set now that you're out into the room.
Oh, that's cool. But yes, may I please check if they mean us? They're a trap, for lack of a better word.
Inside check.
Insight.
Oh, I'm rolling like garbage. 9
The weird
again.
Doll. Uh-oh.
Willie
Anyone
rolls
else?
an 18 as he looks at Corey's like sense of like confusion, and he looks at the marionette thing and like asks himself, "No, was ist los? Like, what is this all about?"
Yeah. He seems genuine. Willie.
Alright.
Willie will walk forward.
Corey, you have no idea. You're still.
Corey kind of goes like, really? Are you sure about? Yeah, you know what? You feel sure?
Also, by the way,
Mm.
as you're also looking out through that, there's no door there. It's just an opening to the right.
Wait, it's just an
You
opening.
can see, yeah, you can see through, right?
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
The cavernous underbelly of the stage is noisy and hot. There is the sound of a forge, wood being sawn, and paint being daubed onto wooden backdrops. The woman
that is
that you can see does not look. I love that. Is that the best you can do? A woman in a tight-fitting dress barks orders at the workers, while a goblin frantically makes adjustments to her costume using needles, pins, and thread. A tiny creature is out of sight. Sorry. Excuse me.
Got it.
Yeah, the rest of that is out of sight at the moment. That's awesome. Sorry, I love that. Sorry, I was listening to our friend here. Let me show you. There's a great handout. Let me find that for you. Named it, please. What should we? What did I put it up here already? Was it that organized? Oh no, that's not.
Damn.
What's her
Not
stage
organized.
name? Sorry, 2 seconds, folks.
Okay. I think in the meantime, I will say that seeing Willie approach the marionette will
Flashbacks.
instantly make Emin trust it as well. And he'll come over and I'm assuming might be a sleight of hand check to try to help untangle these cords.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Let me. I'm sorry, just really trying to find this thing for you.
No worries.
That's for Corey. Corey is like, alright, I'll be here in cleanup crew if anything goes wrong. And if nothing goes wrong, all good. Worn, still a little bit emotionally worn, feeling better, but honestly, I think what Corey is going to do is that she's keeping an ear out now that she understands where they are. Like, defense procedures activate, is going to, like, do the scans that she would in any sort of new environment.
Mm-hmm. No worries. Sorry, I can't find it in Roll20, so I'm just going to quickly make a quick handout for you. It's a lovely picture.
Yay! These are just the ways of the world.
Yeah. I like. Charlie, you've converted stuff into Roll20, right?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, so can you imagine doing a huge campaign like this? I'm sure they were happy to.
It's bad enough. It's yeah. I'm doing the Dan's the supplements for this, and it's.
Oh, great, Silver. Love to hear it. Right? Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I did it by the week because I was just exhausted when I was doing a full campaign. When I was doing Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm. You are, guys. Dun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
So
This is a mysterious note.
So there she
I
is.
love the mysterious note.
That's the voice you can hear as well.
Oh.
And yes, sorry, you're going over Emin to the creature, the marionette.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make a sleight of hand check. Maybe
Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. Sleight of hand, please.
Alright.
Tucks in as much as she can.
No
Listens.
worries, yeah. Your stealth check was good enough.
27.
Oh, very nice. You managed to take a little bit of time and untangle all the various strings and parts there from the marionette, and the skeletal figure leaps to its feet and shakes you by the finger.
Ah,
It's like a foot tall. It's like half your size.
right.
Nice.
And it comes over to you, Willie, and Corey as well, and shakes you by the finger. Pleasure to meet you, darling. Pleasure to meet you, darling. Pleasure to meet you, darling. The name's Break a Leg.
You don't say.
I do say so. I do.
You must be good luck on the stage then.
Alas, I have been cast aside. And Emily had walked past you to shake Corian Willie's hand, but as you address it and it turns to its head just spins backwards, and its jaws just like flapping as it talks.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Pardon me, Master Breakaleg. Are you not to be?
The head whips around
with-
again. Yes,
What?
dear.
I am curious. Will you always a marionette?
But of course. Have you
Well,
always been a beardy know-it-all?
Yes.
Yes.
And we
Yes,
love
yes.
him for it.
Mm-hmm.
I am just curious. In this place, we have seen many strange sights to our eyes that are actually formerly other things.
Oh,
But
that
I
is the
must
magic
admit-
of the theatre, dear boy.
So, are you an actor?
I dabbled. Darling, I dabbled, but unfortunately, Endelyn saw me as a fraud. You see, I was... Yes, I was her, I was her first attempt at living puppetry, and, I'm afraid I did not meet the standard.
Living
Before she
puppetry?
cast you down here so carelessly and thoughtlessly and cruelly, did she happen to share with you how you disappointed?
Oh, yes, it's very simple, really. I merely lacked the sadistic streak she was looking for.
Okay.
Much more dedicated to my performance, dear boy.
So you weren't enough of a psychopath to,
Indeed.
Um,
Damn, I should
I
have
hate
dug
to
up
be-
my Halloween decorations. I have skull maracas.
Ah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, that would have been great. So what you're saying? So when you say living puppets,
Yes, yes.
then what sort of things are these living puppets supposed to do if you did not do them, dear?
Well, Endelyn is a discerning patron of the arts and has many things. I'm afraid I've been tangled up down here for so long. I was only about the castle, sorry, for a short time. But I know a thing or two about the place, if I can be of any assistance, as you have been to me.
Oh, yeah. I guess,
Genuinely.
my first question is, how many puppets are we talking here?
Gracious, I've been down here for so long, I wouldn't know how many have been created in my absence.
Of course. of
Sorry.
course.
Anything about the physical layout of the place?
Oh, well, I mean...
Do
So-
you hear things, dear?
Hear things?
Do you hear things down here, dear? Others?
That noisome lady has been flapping her jaw more than I do. She's a warlock. Did you know?
Oh,
Used to run with a bunch of very nasty people.
I knew it.
And you remember?
Oh!
You remember hearing
Yes,
how
it's
the League of Malevolence
Baba Yaga's.
warlock had disappeared from
Oh my
the
God.
Palace of Heart's Desire.
Hold on, I think I have the name. of it.
Yep.
Skylar.
Yep.
Skylar, that was it.
You know it's her because I had that very quickly to hand because it's written right in front of me.
It's what is it? Like they said that she'd gone missing, but she was the reason that they knew how to get into stuff because she was Baba Yaga's warlock. Specifically.
Indeed. Actually, that reminds me. I want to check something.
All of me is like, of course. The dramatic diva is a Baba Yaga warlock. Of course. Why does this not surprise me? Like, at all?
I, John, have had such experiences with Baba Yaga warlocks. Sam. Gikato is stuck with one in Rodania at the moment.
Oh, how's that? How you doing? Are you alive?
Oh, she's one of the party members, unfortunately.
I know. How are you doing? Are you alive?
Yes.
Are you going to be Eye of Newted soon, or what?
I think just as a sly nod to anyone who watches Quest Junkies and us at the same time, you hear the woman out in the main chamber shout. She's like, "Come on! I had quite enough of that bitch Astra stealing my limelight. Now is my time to shine."
Bitch Astra.
Now I have to clip that and send it to Sam.
All right. Clipping. I don't know what Sam's tag is, but I will put it in the Phoenix Sawaki one.
If it's clipped, I can clip it. It's fine.
Yep.
And Breakaleg goes on. I'll admit this is hardly Motherhorn's greatest kept secret. Endelyn is deathly terrified, don't you know, of lunar eclipses. Well, aren't you quite the audience? Right, yes, and...
Sorry, I'm in the middle of doing the Miss Astra thing.
And Willie, when he hears that, is turned and looking at the other warlock appraisingly, piercingly, as in, like, gauging how tough is she? Like, can he take her? As in, like, yeah? We're gonna have some... Yeah? Okay. So, may I roll an insight to get a measure of how much ass-kicking he can put down on this warlock?
I think you would without the insight even. I think you would be quite worried because the League of Valor, the Valor's Call, were defeated by the League of Malevolence.
But she's alone.
That's true.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a warning.
Come on. How did the Avengers take down Thanos?
By surprise?
And with the entire Marvel Universe? Shut up. You know where I'm going. Back me up here. Come on.
Clips.
I will give you one thing there, Willie. Can you give me an Arcana check?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Cheers.
A 19.
19. Good. Nice.
He was covered in
where is
magical
it?
tattoos. Head to toe.
That's
they
the,
will
I mean,
soon
that's
be
the
mine.
best
Look, it's a
spellcasting
magical
produce.
tattoo, splorge.
I mean, that's
It's
the
like-
best kind of focus.
Other people's flesh, yes.
She
Yes.
nearby on the table nearby, that she's standing next to over there in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is an eldritch staff,
Ooh.
which is a very rare magical item.
Okay. Laying his eyes on that, assuming
Oh, no.
Willie understands, all the other two will hear is the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Mine?
And whilst
How-
a
let me
19
see.
isn't enough to give you all the details, so don't look it up, please.
I won't.
That's fair.
You have heard of the names of its abilities with the 19. It has
Okay.
it has the ability to do something called an eldritch attack and something called an eldritch escape.
As if he can't
How,
duck and
how,
weave
how
enough.
far how far away is it?
You know the names, not the details.
It-
How far away
it's
is
on,
it?
it's on that, it's on that
it's
table
about
next to her.
60 feet away from us. So it is perfectly well within catapult range.
10.
I think a little large for catapult. Sorry.
Yeah, probably. That's fair. Hold on, wait, what's the limit? 1 to 5 pounds. Yeah, if it's a full staff, it probably is.
Yeah, with embellishments.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fancy. Even better.
It's evil looking.
Oh, yay.
Finger bones.
A
hanging
league
from
of-
it and-
Sorry, very quickly. A League of Malevolence has a cheesy, villainous staff from a warlock working for Baba Yaga on a
Ooh.
stage, being guarded by goblins. With a dark and stormy night outside. I love how cheesy this entire game is.
It's great.
We're with Break the Leg.
We are not looking at a malevolent warlock staff. We are looking at Willie's new hag whooper. Oh, we will.
Oh, I like that.
If you can
Yeah, the
get it,
hag-
you might need to attune.
I used to.
Stop throwing wrenches in my machinery here. Come on, you're on my side.
Break a leg sighs dramatically. I used to be able to hold the attention of an audience.
Oh, sorry, my friend. We already
Yes,
knew
yes.
about the lunar eclipse thing.
Tell us
Yes.
something we don't know.
Well, you probably don't know this. He kind of leans in conspiratorially and cocks an eye socket. Endelyn wrote a secret about her sister Scabatha on a piece of invisible parchment. She keeps it in her oracular library.
Forgive me, darling. What's an oracular?
Oracle?
Oh,
Visions of the
oracle.
future?
Oh, bloody hell,
Oh,
yeah.
right. Past, present. Yeah, right.
Please, go on, get the leaf mold out of your ears, darling.
In my defense, oracular could be many things.
I think she's got spiders on the brain.
Arachnlila? No.
Yeah, no, that's when my brain was like, spiders? Didn't we just do a spider library?
And the last thing I could share. Everything here is powered by the lightning, fed from around the mountainsides, crackling as if the thunder of the gods themselves. And you kind of like like Daesh is just like arm locks him around his head. It's like, oh yes, conspiratorial whispers. Yes, okay.
Yes.
I see. Notes taken. If the lightning rods atop the castle were to be destroyed or stolen, none of these arcane contraptions would work anymore.
Are they well guarded?
I've never looked, but I have heard something has been happening already. Some of the goblins came through muttering that the machines don't work as often as they used to. Apparently the lightning charged them up each day, and they used to have several uses per day, but now they have less. There's less lightning being charged to the castle. I don't know.
You don't
Oh,
say.
that is a terrible, terrible thing. Oh no. Oh
So yes,
dear.
you're-
Why is that happening?
Your use of the Corrids to destroy some of the lightning towers has led to a less efficient output for some of the devices here.
Yeah. It's a bearded know-it-all.
I don't know why, but I'm picturing I think Cora is just imagining, because I don't know if I was around for that discussion, but all of me is imagining just the cords just detonating dynamite, like a C4 strap just all around the base. Fire!
How beautiful. Love to see
I just
it.
pictured they just melt the stone and the things just go
Oh, that's good
That's
to the
too.
mountain, and then
too.
they just seal it up. It's like, get that, hag.
Oh, sorry, guys, I forgot. Gleam would be with you as well. Sorry.
The other thing would be, Corey asks, have you seen an older briganook by any chance? Is that because I say not glancing? Like, I see now looking at my thing because, like, Corey is supposed to be focusing on this because when she went to lean and listen in,
Corey's in the other
she got told
in the
she
other
was
corner.
turning the other way. Yeah.
But yes, he's like, oh, those little rodents.
Yeah.
Rodent looking, yes.
Yes. There's one just on the other side of that wall, and he points directly right.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know, he's always scratching about on bits of paper and the like. Until it's done for the day and gets locked up in its lantern.
That's all.
We all have our parts to play.
Fucked. It's fucked, is what it is.
Oh, it's tiny, it's quite a spacious room for it, I wouldn't wager.
Yeah, well, nah.
And as he reclines on the crates there and just runs his bony fingers across his skull,
Non-existent hair.
through his marionette strings. Well, I am quite exhausted. I must rest a while if I am to give the performance of a lifetime.
Oh, what were you thinking?
A muse will no doubt visit me anon.
Yeah.
Exit stage
Yeah.
right. Exit stage right.
Hint, hint, nudge, 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 get out.
No, he says that straight up.
Yeah, thank you.
And as you creep over to the right wall,
Yes,
peering
may I do
into
my...
where this warlock is having this dress done for her,
Where
May
my
I
staff is.
we shall stop
Oh,
there.
Ah, yeah.
okie dokie.
And then when Charlie comes back in 2 weeks, you will have left this area where the staff is.
Oh my god, don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Oh my
Yes,
Lanta. Okay,
everyone,
fine.
unfortunately-
She can hitchhike back. She can.
Unfortunately, Charlie will not be with us next week. We will miss you, Sam.
You're so mad! Do you want us to try and take it for you? That's a yes. That's a yes. Alright.
We'll see what we can do.
If it ends up being too dangerous, we might not be able to.
It will not be too dangerous. How many times have I been flatlined? It is not too dangerous. You will get my staff. I appreciate the dragon touch focus. I love it. Thank you. Get
The
me
thing that gets you
the
out of
staff.
dodge.
Yeah, get me my staff.
Okay, actually, well, how's everyone doing? Do you need to bounce, or can we just do a couple
I do.
minutes here?
I do.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
I've been getting up at 4. Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all good.
So, everyone, do join us next
Keep that in
time
mind.
as these intrepid adventurers stealth into the stage workshop, wherein stands a member of the League of Malevolence. No, I keep getting this the wrong way around. Yes, that was right. The League
Yeah,
of
that was the right
Malevolence.
one. No, that was cool. You did it.
Skylar the Warlock awaits. Next time we are back here in the Feywild. So, a massive, massive thank you to everyone for joining us today. Thank you for the bits and the inspirations and the gifted sub.
Thank
Absolute
you.
pleasure as always, everybody. Thank you all.
Does that mean I
so
have
much.
a banked inspiration from Rival Jacks, or is
I
that
know,
like?
I'll refund. I'll refund it.
Okay.
Get the dream pies back there. Yes, I'm sorry, everyone. Everyone can only get another crystal if they get it on the spin of the wheel.
Oh.
If there are no crystals in the bank in the top right there, that is the the scene that they're all
bank.
spoken for. Indeed. Okay, so my friends, thank you all so much. Absolute pleasure. There's some nice little bits of lore in there, and lots of fun bits and bobs.
I
as
cried
we
again.
hurtle towards the conclusion of this adventure. And thank you all for joining us. And yep, last call, as Phantom says there. ! Enter in chat for the chance to win the Mega Map
Double
bundle
check.
from CZRPG. They always have beautiful maps, so do definitely jump in there for your chance to win, my friends.
I wish I could.
I think it's our last one giving this away. It's going to be something new next week. So all the best, everyone. Now, let us say goodbye to these fine folks before we wend our weary way. Corey, who are you on the material plane?
Hi everyone, I'm Scarlett Song, she, her, your local librarian, head of the Lawmakers podcast, artist, professional GM, hungry right now, very hungry.
Me too.
And as for me, you can find me over at Scarlett Song. My commissions are opening back up for Jan 10th of this quarter
Awesome.
because I have a couple of big projects. And I may or may not be in February starting off like a level 1 mini campaign that'll be available for seeds soon.
Nice.
But I have to figure out what I'm doing first. So
Thank you. Excellent. And Willie Grimm.
Hello, everybody. I am DM Charlie from DM Charlie Gaming. I found out today I am also the new adult advisor of the Albany Parks and Rec Department's Youth Dungeons and Dragons program.
Man, that's so cool.
I'm so stoked.
That's awesome.
Pro DM, wonderful server filled with amazing players and other DMs. And I'm excited to announce this. It's been several months in the workings, but the Age of Savagery is coming. Yes, get ready for a whole new type of D&D campaign.
Yikes.
Typical regular party of 5 players, no more. Get prepared to play in an MMO version of D&D. Details coming soon. You want to play with me, you want to play with our people, you're going to have the chance. DM Charlie Gaming, discover your legend. Love your game.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. And
wonderful.
Emin.
Howdy, everyone. I am Colby. I am one half of the Vexed Vending group here in Central Florida. We work with local artists and to spread, smaller members of the community and their merchandise to the public via vending machines. We've got 5 machines out. Check us out on Instagram. If you're ever in the area, give us a check out. Give us a little message.
Thank you kindly, sir. And we are QuestJunkiesUK, and this is our last session for the week. Only 2 sessions this week, a slow start to get things warmed up, but we'll be back full force next week with the fabulous Hunger of Ithrin, Sunday night or Monday morning, and then into the week with our regular lineup. Out of the Abyss, Barovia and Beyond returns, these wonderful people in the Feywild, and then off towards Jacinta's Tyranny. Always nice to return to Patch and Emma and all of our friends over there, Aylin and Lily and Lama, on Friday the 13th.
Oh, nice.
The perfect way to start the year. And of course, jumping back into Candlekeep later on in the month as well. A huge thank you for joining us today, and whenever you are able to, it's an absolute pleasure to see you wherever and whenever you are. And keep an eye out for news coming up. Jump into our Discord and things if you want to catch up with the news. Who is going to be involved in our upcoming charity events? We have a fabulous Greyhawk extravaganza over on the Lord Gosumber channel in the name of St. Jude's Hospital. And then later on in the year, in May, we will be doing our annual No Kid Hungry team up with the Games Tavern. We're very excited to do some more good work with all of those fine folks. Thank you all for joining us, and let us see who we can thank in a more material way with our giveaway. So, closing up those entries now, everyone. Good luck. Today's copy of the CZRPG map Mega Bundle goes to
Mooncloud.
Mooncloud. Appropriate for the on.
Yeah.
Indeed. Congratulations, Mooncloud. I will get that to you. That is the last one, so now we have all of the details. As soon as we have all the email addresses, we will send it right back at you, Mooncloud. We will send them out now. So thank you for everyone else for being patient from before Christmas and the New Year, as we were gathering all of those people so they can send them all out in one bulk bundle there. So if you have one in the previous sessions and at the end of last year, that will be on its way very, very soon. Okay, Thank you all so much. Absolute pleasure as always. And let us head off raiding. See who's, Pop goes the weasel.
I was gonna say something about Enderlin, but it didn't quite work out. So
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see here. Oh, yes, okay. Our fabulous friends over at Nathrax 3D Minis, aka Gilitized, are doing session 0 for their new Dragonlance campaign. It has started, it has
ooh,
begun.
that's fun.
So let's run over there and say hello to them and see what's going on. So, everyone, you know what to do. Stick around for the raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But, till next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi Desai. Oyasumi.
Oyasumi!